What is your full name?
Kristin Riddell.
Okay. And are you an unedited woman?
I very much am. In my personal life, but looking back just upon what the other interviewee said, a lot of my early life was definitely edited.
And what was the change? What caused that?
Very well, I think it's important for young people, obviously, to dream, to be empowered, to believe they can do whatever they want, because they can. And it's just that balance, though. I do have a family. I also have a very successful career, and both are great, but probably through my late 20s, 30s, 40s, you kind of just do everything for everyone else. And now in my 50s, I'm trying to just be a bit calmer, do more things for myself, and just very aware of time and relationships.
And what have you enjoyed about realizing this and implementing it in your life?
Just a pause, like a really good pause. So you keep going, but it's not Groundhog Day anymore, where you're waking up and just doing all these things that you have to do. So just being very conscious kind of what you're doing, where your energy's going, the importance of important relationships. Not every relationship, it's really hard to keep up with, everyone that you know. So just really valuing those of whom actually care for you.
And what or how have you suffered through your life?
Quite a bit. So definitely some sad stuff in my early childhood, my late teens. My oldest son died 7 years ago. That was, I can't put into words. So I'm just being able now to talk about it. I think one thing, and it's you just think these things don't happen to you, like, oh, I've done all the right things. You're not immune to anything. So I remember, like, when I have 3 boys, I used to put them to bed and I'd count like 1, 2, 3, and always be very grateful for that and never think this would happen. So I just think now at this age, you're just very conscious of, what's important. And kind of in your late 20s, 30s, and 40s, you're just kind of driving towards something, and the grass isn't always green. So. And
is there any one way that's been implemented in your life that's changed your perspective on something or the way you do things?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm just I've always been grounded, but I've always been a very reflective person, very in tune with my emotions. But it took me a while. I'm just only putting energy into relationships that are reciprocal.
And lastly, how has your opinion changed or grown about being a woman as you've gotten older?
It's wonderful. It's challenging. I certainly feel, I'm like a Gen Xer, so I feel we have a lot of opportunities. Certainly think of those women ahead of that time. I think of the pressure of any young person, and definitely women today. I think now there's more of a wellness balance. I do, even though, the society's on a pretty quick turmoil. And definitely in my 50s, definitely since the loss of my son, I don't want to say I've taken a step back, but I've just taken a step in. And I just kind of focus my energy where it matters and where I want it focused.
Those are all the questions I have.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you for your time.